Can't stop it. Ferrari F50.
I say I run it, cause I'm in control. Hypnotic, couldn't see a couple shots of Patron. I ain't feeling alright, I get your eyes a kite. Party popper, shawty said she coming with me tonight. I ain't self-deleting, I ain't snapping and popping either. I'm bobbing my head or I'm just standing there watching. I'm a hustler, I hustle, you can tell that I'm paid. And I protect what I got, I'm in the house with my blade. Nigga, you front, you gon' get it. Okay, now maybe I'm sitting, cause I want you to treat it. Yeah, I be on that shit, you should see when I'm sitting
down those things. No, don't worry about it. We'll do that. We'll do it.
Yeah. Is it recording? Remember that last time where he was awkwardly talking, like just looking at the floor?
I was like, you what?
How he was never recording? I recorded everything after that somehow. And I was like, what?
But we were still talking though.
No, we didn't use that clip. I went and stopped it.
Oh.
Which is when I started recording.
That's
fucked up
that
with
one,
that.
yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna pause for like 5 seconds and then you're gonna do all your shit.
Yo, what's happening? What's cracking? What it do? K-Pops, it is your boy Jay Kelly, aka Forever BC Fit.
This is why we plan ahead, Sufyan. It doesn't. 5 seconds again. We'll go.
Yo, what's happening? What's cracking? What it do? K-Pops, it is your boy Jay Kelly, aka Forever BC Fit.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Sufyan Lead.
It's Brown Man Lives, aka Abdullah Umar. I said that backwards, but it is what it is. Before we get into the fitness stuff today, guys, how are your days? I feel like we don't ask each other any questions. We just discuss fitness with each other all the time. What did you guys do today?
So for me, I'm an Uber driver. So I went to work today. I went around 1 and I came back around like 7, so around like 6 hours. And so, I mean...
Wait, so if you're driving all day, how do you eat? Like, don't your hips get tight and stuff?
I mean,
how do you squat afterwards? And you said you were there till 7? Bro, we were coming here at 9.
Well, the thing is, that always is in the back of my mind when I have to eat.
I got like bags of chips with you or something?
No, I mean, I should start doing that, but I try to get something like on the road, like something I don't have to get out of the car.
You grab like let's say you grab a fat ass Chipotle bowl real quick.
If I could eat that while driving, that'd be impressive.
Hey, get a burrito.
Dude, that's like super hard, bro.
Dude, Taco Bell burritos are hard to eat. So I'll go like fast food, honestly, drive through real quick.
Just get those calories in real quick.
Sometimes, like, if I'm close to a Chipotle, I will go to a Chipotle.
Dunkin' Donuts 2 for 2 cheese wraps. That's that good shit, bro.
Yeah, for breakfast, low-key, that is the move. For breakfast, that is.
But then wait, so enough for the food. What about your hips and your body? Isn't your lower back tightening up or anything?
Actually, that's a good point. A lot of people don't realize driving really takes a toll on your body. I used to like think like, oh, you're driving, right? You know, nothing's happening, but your back gets tightened. You're just constantly sitting in like one position for like a good amount of time. And then once you get up, you really feel you're just like, oh.
You're like, oh, like a little man or something. Yeah, it's like everybody.
Especially like your back, especially your back.
Yeah, I mean, you're traveling like back and forth in like the suburbs. I'm sure you're going to the city a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, hours and hours in the car, just constantly sitting down.
Don't you like start your day off like on the way to the city, basically? Do you still do that thing where you pick up people on the way and then you pick up people on the way back?
No, I just start off like from my home. I go wherever you go. Yeah, wherever people take me. I know some people that will like go and drive to the city first and then start working. Okay. To me, I think that's just like a waste of time. I just think you can pick people up on the way as well.
But hey, weren't you working last night?
Yeah, I worked last night. Yeah. I mean, dude, like honestly, working. I feel like. By the way, guys, I actually work for this gym that we're at right now. This is like the studio we're in. It's called Export Fitness in Downers Grove. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but
we in Illinois, by the way.
Yeah, Downers Grove, Illinois. Hey, shout out Downers
Grove. But no, like, how do you get your rest in? How do you eat? How do you stretch?
I'm not gonna lie, man, it's hard, especially for me because I work overnight. My shift is usually from like I usually work midnight to 8 in the morning.
Yeah, you barely even got like 10 hours to sleep and eat and recover. Like, what do you do?
Honestly, it's extremely hard, man. I mean, for me, I try to eat. So basically, I'll get off of work, and and then I'll go home. I usually try to maybe get a meal in as soon as I get off work, whatever time I get off, and then I'll go home, eat, sleep for maybe about 6-7 hours. Sometimes I get a good 8 in, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, we have to be back here. But I mean, it's definitely rough. So I'm only getting maybe like 2 good meals, solid meals a day. And sometimes I wake up. I mean, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes I
gotta wake you up.
Yeah, I'm tired. You know what I'm saying. Sometimes I wake up super late, so I really only get like 1 solid meal in a day. So when I wake up for for these workouts, I'm usually like, okay, let me grab a protein bar or something or anything. So I mean, it's definitely hard. You know what I'm saying. And how about you, man? Like, I don't know what you do.
While you guys were making money today, I was out spending money. It was my cousin's birthday, so I went paintballing today. Some place out in Dundee, again, Illinois. And you guys play Call of Duty, right?
Sorry.
Yo, hey, you guys play Call of Duty, right?
Of course.
You guys on Nuketown and the World at War maps and everything? So this place that I went to had all of that. So we're playing paintball.
What was it called?
I honestly, I don't remember. They had this one thing where it was my cousin and his friend's birthday today. So they had this one thing where they start at point A in the map, and they got to run through point B and then back. They got no guns, no nothing, and we all get as many shots as we want on them. The other guy whose birthday it was, he was a man, bro. He just ran right through it and back. I kid you not. Like, I shot 5 direct shots at the dude's back. I was like, I feel bad for him. I can't do this anymore. Dude was like all bloody and everything. Like, poor guy.
No, it was
he had like no armor.
It was paint. It wasn't real blood, guys. Okay.
But yeah. Anyways, guys. So with your tight hips, your lack of recovery, what do you guys do when it comes time to lifting? So like, we had our AMRAPs to look forward to this week. We got to make sure we get ready for next week. So next week we got a rep test coming up where. If we don't hit X amount of reps, I believe it's like 5 reps this time. It's like 4 to 5 reps. If we don't hit 5 reps, we gotta do this whole month we just did like over again. So, how do you guys get yourself set for the workout, man?
For me, I have a specific type of stretches that I do to loosen up my hips. I also use a foam roller a lot to like loosen up all the tightness that I have like right there.
Break down the extra tissue.
Also for like my lower back too, like loosen that up a bit. Another thing that I wasn't doing was I was just warming up my lower body. I wasn't necessarily warming up my upper body, which I should have been doing. So I started to do that too, and it really makes a difference in like when you're clanking out the bar and stuff like that.
Yeah, having tight shoulders and all that, it just you feel ugly, man.
I mean, and for me, like it's the same thing. Having like a decent stretching routine. I mean, I know I was talking about that last video, like making sure, you know what I'm saying, I'm coming in, I'm getting a really good stretching routine, stretching out my hips, but like you were saying, sometimes I don't, honestly, I don't stretch out my body enough, so it's like, I had to find stretches for my shoulders, you know what I'm saying, your rotator cuffs, so, I mean, because I remember we were talking about it, like, I was squatting, and it's like, every time I go to bench, it's like my delt or something, like, it just feels weird, like, it's tight, you know what I'm saying, for squeezing the bar and squat so much, but,
you scare me sometimes, bro. Like sometimes you walk in and I'm like, hey, don't you want to go stretch or something? Nah, bro, I'm good. Like, dude, it's 3:15.
But I mean,
all right, make it 2:25.
I mean, I'm used to like stretching at home. I mean, which is something like usually when I come in late like that, I do.
Oh, you take care of it earlier?
Yeah, I do try to get a stretch in the morning, or you know what I'm saying, sometime before we live.
Yeah.
But I mean,
bro, like, do you remember that one dude who came in? He just put on 2 plates on bench.
Yeah.
Just straight up.
I thought you were talking about the dude that was squatting the other day.
Oh,
The dude
oh
with
my God.
Romaleos, man?
Yeah.
That was perfect. Like, textbook form. His ass went 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate. Ass
That was
rest
high bar.
every time.
High bar,
Yeah. That was beautiful, man.
We gotta write that guy to one of our videos, man. Who knows?
Nah, he's a Nike boy.
Who knows? We'll see. Wait,
as we both wear Nikes.
Just do it.
Alright, but no, so what are you looking forward to in week 3? What's happening? Oh wait, no, we just did week 3. What are we looking forward to in week 4?
Week 4, man. Come on, man. Get it right. But I mean, for me, week 4. Well, I think that week 4, man, is like I think we got the by the end of the week we got like all the AMRAPs.
We're not even doing any working weight. We just walk in and warm up to X amount,
exactly,
and rep, and that's it. On all 3 of those, squat, bench, and deads. Keep that in mind, guys.
I mean, I feel like I said, week 3. I mean, not week 3, my bad. Week 4. I definitely want to, like I said, just be more consistent with my numbers. I mean, I feel like I feel like honestly I've been very inconsistent when it comes to some of these weeks. So most likely, me personally, you know what I'm saying. And like I said, we obviously will come back to it. I'll let you guys know. You know what I'm saying. I think when I end up going back to school, I'll probably repeat maybe a few weeks. Kind of repeat, just trying to. Like I said, I'm kind of used to it now, so I know what to expect. But I mean, these guys, they'll probably be, continuing on, you know what I'm saying, doing most of the weeks. But I'll probably go back and just, you know what I'm saying,
instead
really
of just digging a deeper hole,
Exactly.
take one step back, take 2 steps forward.
Exactly. So I mean, that's about it.
Just look at the longevity.
I just want to make sure I'm doing everything is correct. You know what I'm saying? My numbers are correct. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what your numbers are off the top of your head?
My maxes, as far as my maxes.
Do you know what you're hitting for the AMRAPs? Like I know for me this week I gotta do 385 on squat, 210 on bench, and 425 on my deadlift. Well, not like this week, but the week 4 AMRAPs. How about you? Do you know your stuff?
My numbers, I believe 255 on squats, 175 on bench, and deadlift was 300.
You squinting your eyes like you're looking for the numbers.
No,
what are you looking at?
And because we have those AMRAPs coming up, like my focus for that was like to eat as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's something that like because of me working, I barely get time to eat at times, and I just come to the gym. You definitely feel the difference. So
when you don't eat, like you need those carbs, those calories. When you don't eat, you could definitely.
I've literally been trying to stuff myself and carb up.
I've been buying like bags of chips every night after export, and I just sit at my home watching the TV.
Hey, shout out to Quest for their chips.
Nah, bro, I'm talking about like junk food chips, bro.
Okay, let's get back on track, guys. So week 3, what are your highs and lows?
For me, week 3, personally, a high was my squats. I hit 390 pounds in my squats this week for an AMRAP of 10. And you said lows? My low would probably be my bench. Like, I've been feeling really strong and very good on my bench, but something about my right side after squatting, you were mentioning something like that too, like, where you gotta be loose and all that. I don't know if I'm not doing proper stretches or proper warm-ups, but when I get onto benching, something about my right side is kind of, I don't know if it's a mental thing, but it feels like it's sluggish, like lagging behind my left side. How about you, man?
What I'm looking forward to is breathing. Breathing was an issue. That was my low. I mean, that was my high. My low is dive bombing. So what I'm going to be looking forward to with that is to have more stability when I bring the weight down.
Yeah, more control.
More control.
As opposed to just dropping down the squat. Yeah,
I mean, for me, it was definitely. I feel like my high was definitely more. I was able to stretch more. I was a little bit more loose. You know what I'm saying? And
you were getting like the swing.
And I definitely did a better job of hitting all my numbers. My low, honestly, was I mean, as I told you guys, I ripped my hand open. I mean, it sucks. Like I said, I had to use wraps, and I'm definitely not used to using wraps. I mean. And the thing is, like, it's like I can use wraps for a little bit, but then when I start, not using wraps, my hands are a little tender, you know what I'm saying? They feel like a little soft. I don't like it, so that's why I just use, chalk.
Not only that, one bad thing about using wraps, it's like, you gotta sit there for a minute and get it set, and you can't do one over, under, it has to be double over. You lose your momentum, you lose your flow, it's just, it's not fun anymore.
Okay, guys.
What's your goal, though, for week 4?
Yeah, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. I'll go first. My goal is to make sure I have a consistent week, hit all my numbers, and kill these AMRAPs, man. How about you?
My goal is just to have stability when I'm squatting. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
You want to be more in control, basically. For me, it'll probably be my deadlifts. Last time I did deadlifts, I AMRAP 425 for a set of 6 or something. The bar started rolling around. I remember you pointed that out real quick. And yeah, I felt like I had more reps left in me. I could have kept going. So this week I'm aim for 425 for 8, which is the max amount of reps you can even hit. So that's my goal.
Yeah, man.
Anything else you guys want to cover? We good?
All good. All right, guys. That's it. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Mammy's Beast. And
Brown Man Lifts on Instagram, Dash.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Oh, man.
Beast.
Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger.
nobody gonna do